If only we can appreciate how rich our past was, we will do everything possible to tap into this deep reservoir of knowledge, this unending arsenal of wisdom, these great moral values, and an unending lessons in contentment, reenact them in the present for a future that is not only assuring but greater. I am Dr. Nelson Oluwarotimi Osungbemiro, and here is my good old days story. I am from Ondo Town, and proudly so. I grew up in the downtown area of Ondo Town, known as Eniketa area. My father, late Pa Ezekiel Adeyemi Osungbemiro, was a teacher who later joined politics after his retirement as headmaster, while my mother, Mrs. Victoria Ibido Osungbemiro JP Nivalekulo, also retired as a teacher. I am the first out of 5 children, and you know what that means? I was a compass of morals and good conduct through which my other siblings must take a cue from. My father got married very late, and to compound the challenge, they had to wait for another 2 years before I was conceived. Call me a pampered child anyway. After I was born, and you might not be too far from the truth, history had it that my father was always carrying me at his back, singing lullaby for me whenever I was crying. He was a doting father who, however, did not fail to correct my excesses. My primary school, Christ Anglican Primary School, was located in the suburb of the town, Ondo State area. These two areas are predominantly inhabited by the Ekimogun Aborigines, who are characterized by the Egi values and cultures. We were exposed and taught to uphold the real Ekimogun morals, integrity, and pride in which many non-natives tag as being proud. I want to boldly say that most of the experience and wisdom that are propelling me in life were gotten during my primary school days. The environment also afforded me the opportunity to mingle with all manners of people, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I was made a class captain from primary 3 to primary 6. I was also made the school's assistant senior boy. After my primary education, I got admitted to Ondo Boys High School, Ondo, popularly known as OBHS, a premier secondary school in Nigeria. I was also made the class captain from Form 1 to 4, and later the head prefect in Form 5. What guided me through all these years were lessons and morals imbibed from home. I have learned to be honest, hardworking, and resilient at an early stage of my life by virtue of where I grew up and the Oma teacher training that I received during my formative years. These attributes have helped me in the course of interacting with people of diverse cultures and characters. My humble background has also enabled me to understand and respect the culture and tradition of my people. In spite of my closeness to the cultural people of Ondo, I was trained in Christian way, raised in Anglican doctrine, precisely at All Saints Anglican Church Ogbonkowo, Ondo, where I was a choir for many years, and by the grace of God, where I am still worshiping till today. As a young Christian boy, I was made to imbibe good Christian ideal, trustworthiness, and fear of God. I was trained to always speak the truth at all times, no matter whose us is God. Then proceeded to the Federal University of Technology, FUTA, where I studied fisheries and wildlife in my first degree. As an undergraduate in the university, and having been taught some basic introductory courses in aquatic technologies, I started making little money through practicing as a fisheries consultant, construction of aquarium, and fish breeding. This was not only made possible through the training of self-sufficiency and hard work I got while growing up. My dad would always say, "Atele woeni kintanije," meaning you are always sure of success with what you do with your hands and self-effort. At FUTA, despite my foray into business, I did not only pass through the university, I also allowed the university to pass through me. Schooling was fun then, a lot of social activities on campus. I belonged to a social organization called Heart and Soul. We organized various beauty pageants. Notable among them was the most beautiful girls in FUTA. I was the course rep in my department. I was later elected as the president of Fisheries and Wildlife Students Association, now known as FISON. I was also elected as the president of the Federation of Ondo Ekimogun Students Association, FOESU. Our set then was the first set to inhabit Obanla hostels and lectures theaters. We would trek the untarred road of Obakekere to Obanla on daily basis to attend lectures. Those were days when academic competition was healthy, days when we challenged ourselves to be the best in whatever we do and never settled for less. We had our fair share of social activities, but we never lost sight of the essence of education in our lives. I thereafter obtained an MTech in fisheries management and a PhD in fisheries management at the same university, that is FUTA. Upon graduation, I got married to my heartthrob after a courtship of over 7 years, Princess Adebola Osungbemiro, Nikila Dejo, and the union is blessed with promising children. What is the stake home in my story? I grew up when high moral standards were not negotiable. I grew up when excellence was rewarded. I grew up when contentment was the order of the day, when honor and dignity had no other names. And I look back today and I ask myself, can we have those good old days back? Can those time-tested values of hard work and resilience be brought back into our consciousness? Will our youth believe us when we tell them how rewarding hard work and selflessness are? Do you actually blame them when what they see all around them are examples of how not to be a man of honor? An environment that is filled with distrust everywhere, distrust leadership, distrust in value. When and how did this distrust start? What changed? It is possible for us to retrace our steps and do the needful by being a good example to the upcoming ones. Our hope is not lost. We can still retrace our steps as an individual and a nation and change the narrative. We can still achieve such an amazing and egalitarian society if only we can remember where we are coming from and do the needful. For me, I see a new Nigeria that all and sundry will be proud of. A Nigeria that will promote moral values, reward hard work, preach diligence, shun tribalism, embrace religious tolerance and respect to the rule of law. This is how to build a truly united and prosperous Nigeria. You certainly can't beat experience. Our children must be ready to listen to the counsel of others, particularly the wise ones. Our children certainly deserve a brighter and better tomorrow, not the memories of the good old days. And this is why I join Sir Shemore Badejo in this collective and patriotic drive towards a greater and better tomorrow for not only our children, but for us too. Thank you very much.